The hard truth is if you're hunting small ticket items with no recurring revenue, then you will struggle.
Curious what business owners are doing to double revenue, have more cash flow, work less hours, and provide a better lifestyle for their family? Dive into the world of business growth that leads to guaranteed wealth every Tuesday with your hosts, Dr. Laura Shwaluk and Jerry Kezhaya. Grow and get answers to your business and investment questions that provide clarity, move you forward, and inspire you to reach your goals. When I graduated from chiropractic college, I started my own practice, and years later, I ran into a friend of mine who had graduated at the same time as me, and he asked me how my practice was doing. And I said, "Well, it's doing good, but I'm kind of struggling a bit." And I said, "How is your practice?" And he said to me, "Laura, I never went to chiropractic college to be a chiropractor. I went to learn how to run a business and own chiropractic businesses." He had like 16 different chiropractic offices, and I only had one. And so this brings me to the surest way to create wealth. And it's to have reoccurring revenue. That's the main thing, is to have reoccurring revenue.
Well, I grew up in the auto repair business. My dad started the first automatic transmission repair shop in the city of Detroit in 1946. So, of course, I grew up in it, working on cars. About the mid 70s, I saw one of our trade magazines had a article. The main cover story was they had a picture of a guy laying underneath a car on a creeper with a telephone cord going underneath the car to him. And the title of it was, "You Can't Run Your Business from a Creeper." And I remember running up to my dad saying, showing him the article, going, "See, Dad, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about." And of course, he said, "Ah, those people are crazy. They don't know what they're talking about." Clearly, he and I had two different sets of beliefs on how to run a service business.
So, what is a service business? A service business is the basic structure of reoccurring revenue. The technicians do the work. Like I had different technicians working for me, different chiropractors. And so this can go with any service business, a chiropractic business, a pest control company, auto repair, a utility company, restaurants, house cleaning, pool services, all these kinds of businesses. It's the difference between gathering and hunting. So let me describe this. So hunting is when you're hungry, you go out, you find something, you kill it, you eat it. But then you have to continually go out and find
Yeah.
something to eat. Well, gathering is that you gather up a whole bunch of clients and you provide them a service over and over and over again. Is it daily? Because some people go to the same restaurant
Every
every day.
single day.
And then, or is it weekly? Is it monthly, quarterly that you bill them? And you know that that money is coming in every month. You're not starting at zero every month. You know that there's going to be a certain amount of revenue that's coming in because you have those clients on auto pay and they're going to pay every month or every week or every quarter, whatever it is. That's the surest way of wealth.
Examples would be, and some that are in the category yet, in my opinion, are still hunters. For example, plumbers, heating and air conditioning people, realtors, people that do renovations in your home. They wait until something breaks down and then hope like hell that they get the call instead of you calling their competitors. They don't know that they're hunting and the hunting business, they don't realize that they could have reoccurring revenue.
So I'll give you an example. There's you've probably seen organization companies that come help you organize all your stuff. Well, the business owner that I was speaking to, she was really, really struggling. And I said to her, "Well, why don't you just find a whole bunch of people that they don't know how to deal with paper and stuff like that. So you go in every week and help them organize their stuff, and you
Yeah,
go in every week."
I'm one of those.
Yeah, I know. She's one of those. Like, look at their desk. Their desk is completely unorganized, yet they want to be organized and they need to be organized.
Yeah, that's me.
Go with them every week and you'll have reoccurring revenue. And she says, "But I don't like that. I just like to do the project and the project be done." And I said, "Well, you're always going to struggle." And she never got above $100,000 a year. The service-based business, she could find a whole bunch of people that need the same service every week and find organizers that love to help people organize. and grow the business that way because there are organization businesses that are killing it out there because they have a reoccurring revenue.
The hard truth is if you're hunting small ticket items with no recurring revenue, then you will struggle.
Not to say that you can't hunt big ticket items like like car sales, houses, Rolex watches. That's another model, but that's not a service-based business model. And you really have to dominate the marketing in your field in the big ticket model. Everybody you have to be a household name, and that can be really, really expensive to do. The formula is find your customer, service their immediate need, and keep them from having that problem coming back. Collect the money regularly on an ongoing basis.
For example, in a restaurant, you're hungry. You're hungry for the service experience, not necessarily just food, right? So let's make sure that the restaurant gives the best service and we get to feed you every day so that you're never hungry.
Consistent service.
Consistent service.
Consistent service, consistent food. All right, so here's a pest control one. Somebody calls you up because they have cockroaches or termites or something like that. Great. Take care of their immediate need and take care of all the other things that are going on. The spiders, the wasps, the rodent exclusion. And you come back every month and you check everything.
Rats, right?
Oh yeah. And you check everything and you do the spray. You spray, every month or every quarter, whatever it is in your area, so that you have a reoccurring service and you have lots of technicians that go out and do the work.
In the automotive business, let's say someone stole your catalytic converter. Well, we'll fix that, and then we'll let you know about the other items that you need now as well as in the future, and we'll keep your car from breaking down.
The regular oil services, the regular fluid flushes, all the things that are reoccurring revenue. Okay, so your revenue, or I should say, your ability to grow your revenue is directly related to the size of your customer pay base that's paying you regularly. I'm going to say that again. Your ability to grow your revenue is directly related to the size of your customer base that's paying you regularly. So here are your growth work questions. Number one, does your company generate recurring revenue that or are you continually hunting for the next sale?
That's a bad idea.
It's exhausting. It's exhausting and you struggle and you get to a certain plateau and you just can't grow any further. The next question is if you have the hunting business model of especially small ticket items, how can you shift that to reoccurring ticket items or much larger ticket items, 10,000, 20,000, 100, $200,000 items that you sell?
So here's the thing about the recurring revenue,
Mhm.
right? If you think about like a snowball, okay, so imagine you've got a little tiny snowball, and let's call that your customer base. And so you keep rolling the snowball because you're continuing to get new customers, and pretty soon your snowball is bigger,
Yeah.
right? And then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
And you
And
hire more people to help you build that snowball
and
and
you
keep it together.
and keep it moving and keep it growing, right? And the whole idea is the bigger your snowball, right? I mean, the bigger your customer database, the more revenue that you will generate. Like the snowball, just it will
It
snowball on
grows
you.
and grows.
The business, look, here's what is a business for? The purpose of a business is to provide the owner his desired or her desired lifestyle. Okay? That's what the purpose of a business is. The way the business does that is it gets new customers and it retains old customers. Those are the two things that the business must be able to do, right? But the purpose of the business should be to create the lifestyle, to provide the lifestyle that the owner wants. And if your business isn't able to do that, let's look at why it's not doing that.
Exactly. Okay, so what I would like you to do now is go to the bottom or the show notes, the bottom of this page or the show notes, and type in your answers. Type in the answers to the two questions that we just asked. And if you have a question about your business, you can type that question in there too, because we'll look at them and make sure that we answer all of your questions.
And remember, you are not alone. You don't have to come up with all these business answers yourself. Write your questions, write your answers to these questions in the section below the show notes.
Excellent. And we'll see you in the next episode next Tuesday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Grow and get answers to your business and investment questions that provide clarity, move you forward, and inspire you to reach your goals. Share the show and connect with us at BBMMUSA.com to submit questions and learn more. That's BBMMUSA.com.